Are you a MAGA follower? Please do not come to Mexico. Do not come to Cancun. Do not come to Puerto Vallarta or Acapulco. Stay in the United States. Eat your Taco Bells. Eat your burritos. Eat your whatever you got back home. In Mexico, we already know that MAGA people hate Mexicans. We already know that you support Donald Trump, who is a really bad guy for Mexicans. They are putting our people in prisons. They are attacking our people. They are disappearing little children, separating families. We don't like MAGA people here in Mexico. And if you come, please do not bring your orange hat saying MAGA. Do not come with your shirt saying MAGA, because I've seen cases where MAGAs have been attacked by Mexicans in Cancun. At least they get knocked on their head, or at least they insult them, and we are right. We know you hate us in the United States, so why are you gonna come to Cancun with your offending us with your MAGA shirts or hats? Stay in the United States. You're better there. Why do you come to Cancun? Why do you come to Mexico? If you don't like us, stay there.
All I gotta say is, if you're American, very pale American, I hope you don't have plans for spring break in Mexico, because there's a lot of people that are mad right now. And among other things, you wouldn't want them spitting in your food. Or your drink. At those all-inclusives in Cancun.
For you MAGA people, Mexican president have good news for you. If you are planning a cruise ship going to Mexico and you have a MAGA hat, a MAGA shirt, or anything regarding MAGA, it's good news for you, because you can wear it in the ship. Oh yeah, you can wear it all day in the ship. But as soon as that ship hits Mexico, you're not allowed to wear it. Take it off. Take it off. Because you will be deported back to the ship by Mexican ICE. Oh yeah, Mexican ICE will escort you back to your quarters. Oh hey, MAGA people, pobrecito.
Did y'all know they over in Mexico tearing white people's asses up right now? If you don't believe me, you can go look it up. But the Mexicans that are in Mexico are literally coming after people who are claiming to be nomads. You know, all those boomers who have now retired and are looking for a cheaper place to live with their retirement. They decided to go to Mexico and try to gentrify Mexico. And they said, no, sir, no, ma'am. The Mexican people are going through their cities where they've built all these places of shops and restaurants, and they are breaking everything. They are blaming this boomer generation and these digital nomads for the reasons why the price of living is going up. They say that over the last 5 years, just rent alone has gone up 43% because of them. They said that because of them, they are now having to choose between groceries, rent, and electricity. And they didn't waste no time telling them, get the fuck out. They even said they was coming on their beaches telling them that their mariachi bands can't play their music. The nerve. That's a cultural thing that's been going on there forever. Why would you think you get to go to someone else's country and tell them what to do? There was even one of the protesters who was quoted stating, this is how colonialism works, and we're gonna put a stop to it before it ever even happens, honey. And they don't look like they're joking around, busting windows straight out, honey.
Listen, you have to be a grade D Delulu gringo bitch to carry your European American ass over there to Mexico for spring break wearing a MAGA hat. A rojo hat, bitch. Make America Great Again hat in Mexico, bitch, of all places, ho. Aren't you the same motherfuckers that want to deport Mexicanos from here? So now you want to go to their country, celebrate spring break in their motherfucking country, but you want to deport them from your fucking country. The hypocrisy, bitch, is loud, bitch. But that's how you motherfuckers is, bitch. Listen, when Diablo, bitch, when the devil was making you motherfuckers, and I said the devil because that's exactly where you're from the gates of hell, ho. When he was making a fresh batch of you motherfuckers, he forgot heart, courage, brain, melanin, bitch, huh? Soul. You just an empty shell, bitch. Walking this earth as an empty shell. I would call you a day walker, a white walker, bitch, a zombie even. Fucking hollow head. One of them Mexicanos need to push our motherfucking muffin cap all the way back, bitch. I want him to fuck your medulla oblongata up, bitch. It's already dislocated, bitch. I know it ain't in the right spot because you got elongated tailbones, bitch. Call me a monkey, bitch. And you look more like you got thin lips, elongated tailbones, bitch, thin skin, huh? You burn in the sun, el sol, bitch, combustion, bitch. You call me colored, you turn every color in the motherfucking book. Please, por favor. Okay, ho? Y'all have some type of caucasity to carry your ass over to Mexico wearing a motherfucking MAGA hat. Ugh, bitch, where's the rapture? Mexicans, one to them when you see them, okay, ho? Amen.
Remember last time I was here at the Guadalajara International Airport and I told you that one of my many enjoyments was watching MAGAs have to wait in that long ass line to return to the US, and when they get to the front counter they're told that their immigration paperwork isn't in check, and then they're sent way down there to the immigration office to get that paperwork in check, and by this time their blood pressure is through the roof. Now they're not concerned about the tax that they have to repay that they already paid, which is typically about $40, but they're more concerned about the crunch time, because if they don't have this paperwork in check, they're not boarding. Like always, since my flight is delayed 2 hours from Guadalajara, Jalisco to Las Vegas, Nevada, I thought I'd stand around and just fish, waiting for a MAGA to be sent down to the immigration office so you can see firsthand how upset they get when their white privilege here in Mexico is revoked. When it happens to Mexicanos who are traveling back to the US, it kind of sucks because they get caught up in the system. But when it happens to those peeps right there, it's kind of like an eye for an eye.
Y'all going to Mexico wearing MAGA hats as if y'all not gonna get touched by the motherfucking people there, and that's crazy. Bitch, how racist do you have to be and out of touch with society do you have to be to show up in Mexico wearing Make America Great Again motherfucking merch and logos and think you're safe? You think that you're safe being racist in Mexico? First of all, why are you going to Mexico knowing good and goddamn well you don't like Mexican people and you want them to be deported? What the fuck are you doing in Mexico for spring break? Baby, you're gonna get touched. Baby, you're gonna get tapped on the shoulder. Baby, they're getting you the fuck up out of there. Like, immediately. Like, I don't understand. And this is why I say they need to keep the Department of Education, but even if, bitch, you still wouldn't pick up a book and learn something. Because there is no way that you thought you could travel to another country that you don't like and they're not gonna fucking tap your ass on the shoulder. Even me. I love Mexico. I love the people. I love the culture. And I love President Claudia. But baby, I even know as an American right now, we are not popular. They can't stand our motherfucking asses. I would be damned if I went to another country, all right, and I didn't do my research and I didn't understand what was going on in this time period to be respectful to those people. Like, what the fuck? Everything outside of the United States of America, everyone is watching us, baby. We are on the Jumbotron, and they gonna get us as soon as we touch down. I need y'all to start doing your due diligence and pick up a motherfucking book.
Good morning, friends. So, some of y'all cousins want to go to Mexico wearing a MAGA hat or MAGA gear. Really? If I worked in the airport, yeah, they'd be in line for some hours. Yeah, I think they'd probably have to be searched and denied entry. Not with that on. No. Nah, couldn't be me. They better be glad I don't, run no airport in Mexico, because them maggots would not be getting in. Not with that gear on. No. Take it off or get out. Okay? You don't bring that hate over to somebody else's country. Are you kidding me? That is crazy. And I listen. Ain't no other culture like the Mexicans, okay? Because they are some great people. The food is great. They fun, hard workers. They're human beings like everybody else. How you gonna hate on a specific country of people? It's so crazy. But if you ain't coming to my country with that mess on, couldn't be me. Lock them up, get them out, turn them around, whatever you got to do. But entry denied. Bye.
Claudia Sheinbaum. Okay. Hear me, girl. Hear me out. Okay. We prevent anybody that is MAGA from ever stepping foot in Mexico. Especially. Yes, I said it with an especially, like Sprite. Especially fucking Mexican MAGAs. Why the fuck should those motherfuckers enjoy our land, our culture, and our food? Fuck them. Fuck those motherfuckers. They don't deserve any of that. They should not be allowed to travel to fucking Mexico. Like, they should be on a no-fly list. They should be on a no. They should just literally not. And you know what? I have a fucking list for you. I can get started. I have a list. I have several people on the list that don't fucking deserve to be there. Currently, right now, in this moment, I know of 2 Mexicans that are currently vacationing in Mexico. And they're MAGAs. That's not okay. That is not fucking okay. They should be on a no-fly list, no enter list. They should be literally some sort of travel ban for these people.
All right, guys, the audacity with MAGA people is just insane. Apparently these MAGA voters, these MAGA Orange Man supporters want to go for spring break, for vacation to Mexico, and actually, fly and exhibit their MAGA hats. Really? The audacity. After actually voting for Latinos to be deported back to Mexico, especially Mexicans, now you want to go for spring break, you want to go for vacation in their country, and you expect them to treat you like, queens and kings. And the disrespect of actually trying to portray yourself as a MAGA and wear your hats and wear your t-shirts, wave your flags is actually disrespect to them. And a lot of MAGA are gonna find it the hard way, and they're gonna regret instantly, because Mexicans are not gonna play with you guys. After you guys kick them out of your country, of course they're not gonna play nice with you, in their corner. Now you'll be in their land, you'll be in their country, and you expect them to keep quiet, because we all know what's happening with the states and the mass deportations, and how ICE agents have been rounding up people from places of construction, rounding up people, separating families. This is all because of not wanting illegal immigrants per se, but we know that they have tried also to revoke birthright citizenship. As long as you have a Mexican name, as long as you have a Latino name, as long as you look like a Latino, we all know that they've been actually victims of, ICE raids and mass deportation. And we all know that we've seen a lot of videos of people getting deported, families getting separated, people who have come into the country and try to work hard just to earn a living. This is supposed to be a free world. This is supposed to be a world where people are supposed to help each other, are supposed to unite and actually be one. I really don't understand how the essence of borders came into place. I don't understand why we call that guy an American, we call this one a Mexican, we call the other Dominican, we call another an African. This world was given to us by God. Nobody created this world. We all came into this world and found it here, and we are all going to live and live it here. Nobody owns it, and it's not supposed to be owned by anybody. So the fact that we can be dictated and actually be detained from traveling to places just because, you know, there's a card that tells you you are not a national of this place, of this land, is really insane to me. Make me understand, because I don't get it. You know, you are not going to live forever. You're supposed to be free. You're supposed to move around freely. Because when you go to US-Mexico border, you won't see a difference, except, you know, the wall that was built by the orange man. The climate is the same. The soil is the same. The air we're breathing is the same. You know, it's all the same. We are all human beings. And to make it even more unfair, you know, they are the ones that actually came to the land illegally and found the Latinos and the Mexicans in the land. This was all their land all along. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do you think about, you know, MAGA actually, you know, trying to kick out Mexicans from the United States for being illegal and voting against them, now wanting to go to Mexico and enjoy themselves and have a vacation? Do you think that they should be treated right? Do you think that they can actually go there and wave their MAGA hats? You can go there as a tourist, but don't be disrespectful as to actually wave a MAGA hat there. You know, that is disrespectful. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Let me know, guys, what do you think about that? If you're new, kindly consider subscribing, hit that like button. See you on the next episode.